Good afternoon. I'm Dana Tyler. This is your CBS2 News Update. Police are searching for a man who knocked on a woman's door in Brooklyn and then attacked her as he pushed his way in, police say forcing his way in, threatening her, and then attempting to rape her. CBS2's Mark Liverman says there is surveillance video, which police are hoping will lead to this suspect.
Well, it all happened in a building right here in this area and right in the middle of the day. On top of that, this is a very busy area. You've got the BQE on one side and then businesses lined up and down the street on the other side. Hard to imagine how this guy got away, but he was caught on camera. Take a good look. This is the man who police say tried to rape a 37-year-old woman Thursday afternoon. It's unclear if this was before or after it happened, but you can see him strolling down the street, adjusting his pants.
There was two cops standing outside, so I was like, what happened? They said, well, there was a home invasion. Andre Jean-Louis is the building superintendent. He came out from around the block to this. Crime scene tape up, an ambulance parked, the victim was being treated inside. She was bleeding, but they already had the bandage on her head. Jean-Louis says she was crying when she told him what happened. She said, I don't know where this guy came from. And then she asked me to look out for her son, because he was coming from school. Police say this suspect knocked on the woman's door and asked for someone named Jeffrey. When she opened it, he forced his way inside and pushed her into her bedroom, telling the victim that he had a knife in his bag and demanding that she perform a sex act on him. Police say she punched the suspect in the groin and tried to get away before he tackled her and tried to take off her dress.
For someone that's living in this building, it kind of feels like my worst nightmare coming true.
Police say the victim screamed and was hit with the back of her door, lacerating her head. That's when the suspect took off. She was rushed to the hospital. Detectives now posting these flyers all over the neighborhood. Neighbors now paying very close attention to their surroundings.
It's definitely frightening, and I can only imagine what the tenant must be going through at this time.
It's traumatizing, and it does make me angry.
And so far, police haven't said how that suspect got away or which direction he headed in. In Greenpoint, Brooklyn, Mark Liverman, CBS 2 News.
New York's parole board is about to grant the release of another cop killer. 69-year-old Robert Hayes will soon be released from prison. Hayes was sentenced to 25 years to life and had been denied parole 10 times. He was convicted in the 1973 murder of transit police officer Sidney Thompson. The police union is critical of this decision, saying, quote, "It is long past time for our state leaders to take action to fix the holes they've torn open in our parole system and stop these cop-killing monsters from escaping into our streets." Accusations of a brazen rental fraud in Nassau County. 32-year-old Vernon Glass is facing numerous charges, including burglary and grand larceny. Police say he got into a vacant home in North Woodmere in April and changed the locks and had the electricity turned on. He then allegedly rented out the home on Rosedale Road and collected rent from at least 3 people. Detectives are asking anyone who feels they were victimized to also call police. Developing news right now from the U.S. Supreme Court about everybody's cell phone privacy. In a 5-4 decision, the justices say police generally need a search warrant if they want to track a suspect's movements through their cell phones. The decision focuses on collecting information from cell towers. Previously, police could get the information from phone companies without a warrant. In the opinion, Chief Justice John Roberts wrote, police still can respond to an emergency and obtain records without a warrant. An explosive situation in Brooklyn. 3 utility workers were hurt in a manhole fire. CBS 2's Natalie Duddridge reports from Williamsburg.
Flames shoot from the ground early this morning in Williamsburg near South 2nd Street and Union Avenue. It happened just after midnight. A gas leak sparked a fire inside a manhole that hurt 3 utility workers.
It was high, like 10 feet, 15 feet in the air. And then I basically saw the aftermath. I saw it, and then it went out. And was bad. It was scary.
National Grid says the 3 employees were digging in the area, working to fix a gas leak when the fire erupted. One of the crew members was rushed to Cornell Medical Center with serious burns. The other 2 workers suffered minor injuries.
Wow. Hope that we figure out what is going on, because that is very dangerous and concerning.
Covering their noses, residents say there's been a strong smell of gas in the area since yesterday afternoon that I can still smell this morning.
No door. But afternoon, yes, very strong.
Many here worried about carbon monoxide poisoning, but firefighters checked the surrounding buildings for leaks and found nothing. They were able to get the fire under control within 2 hours. So far, there have been no reports of power outages, but National Grid is still here investigating the source of that gas leak. In Williamsburg, Natalie Duddridge, CBS 2 News.
Caught on camera, an ATM explodes at a beer distribution center in Philadelphia. Police believe this explosion on Wednesday is one of 4 similar incidents at Philadelphia businesses this past month. Surveillance video shows a man and a woman placing what's believed to be the device in a machine, and then they light the fuse. But police say the blast was not able to break open the safe within the ATM.
If the objective, and we believe it is to breach the compartment where the money is held, this doesn't work, so stop.
Police now have a 34-year-old woman in custody in connection with the latest explosion. They are still searching for the male suspect. Toys R Us stores will soon all be part of the past as they continue their liquidation to close down. But Jeffrey the Giraffe will still be part of some families' lives. In New Jersey, Jeffrey the Giraffe is headed from the company's headquarters in Wayne, New Jersey, to the Children's Hospital at Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital in New Brunswick. The man who bought and donated the 16-foot-tall fiberglass statue with those open arms, is that fair to say? Arms? Hopes that the statue, this Toys R Us mascot, will help ease the stress and anxiety of children when they have to go to the hospital. Right now, let's see what's going on in the weather, and here's John Elliott with a look at the weekend.
Okay, let's work through this together. Maybe you're watching me on a phone, maybe a laptop, maybe some small, high-dollar device. My goal right now is to not have you break that device by throwing it at a wall. It's Friday. You want to have some fun this weekend. Today, it's not bad. It's cooling off. We're cooler than we should be. The normal high is 81. We're going to see 75. All morning long into the afternoon, we've been watching this mix of sun and clouds. The chance for rain is well to the south and west today. Driving into PA, taking off, you could see some of that, or even down into Maryland. But most of our area is dry. Overnight tonight, after midnight, changes. You've got round 1 in the morning. There's a front on the way, and so that could bring in an isolated thunderstorm. Then there's a break, and then as the low approaches, it's late on Saturday night, where you see round 2. But it's not a washout. It's just, I know, it's a pain in the neck, because how do you make plans when you have rain in the forecast like that? Sunday's a different kind of dynamic. We're going to leave the possibility of a storm in the mix Sunday. That's more a byproduct of heat and humidity than any kind of synoptic feature. So now there's a big word you don't hear on digital that often. So, you know, it's kind of a 1-2 punch. Saturday, I think, overall is the busier day. Savor your Friday. Enjoy it. First full day of summer. Not a washout, but definitely busier Saturday. Heat and humidity Sunday. Then the weather gets a lot better next week.
Thank you, John. A man who is 5 times older than the rest of his graduating class just got his high school diploma. CBS 2's Valerie Castro reports this grad is proving it's never too late to share life lessons.
Walking out to cheers of USA, 92-year-old World War II veteran Vito Traus received one more honor to add to his military achievements, his high school diploma.
I felt so great there. I even had tears in my eyes, and I don't cry that often.
Traus withdrew from East Rutherford High School when he turned 18, determined to enlist in the Army and serve.
Everybody wanted to go, and my brother went in, my other brother went in, and I went in there, and that was it. I was up in the front line about 5 or 6 months, and then I got captured from the Germans.
Eventually liberated, Trouse returned home to New Jersey, and on Wednesday night, he returned to his former high school, now known as Becton Regional.
Last night, it was tremendous.
Vito would have graduated in 1945, but instead, 73 years later, he's now the class of 2018. Trouse, who now lives in Bergen County, says he may have been more interested in his high school football team than the classroom back then.
I didn't learn too much in high school because I was always in sports and everything like that. And today, I don't think I could keep up with these kids today.
As for lessons he hopes students learn today,
people should think about our country. Respect the flag, respect the servicemen, even the women.
This sticker on the back of his car echoes that message. In Bergen County, New Jersey, Valerie Castro, CBS 2 News.
You may have heard or seen or smelled that today is Bring Your Dog to Work Day. A lot of people are getting into that, including the NYPD. Meet Chaplin, a dog rescued by the department's Animal Cruelty Investigation Squad in Brooklyn. Chaplin has his own badge. VIP treatment today also at One Police Plaza. There with the big guy, one-on-one with the commissioner. Chaplin is up for adoption through the ASPCA. The NYPD says that is a valuable partnership.
The neighborhood policing is working hand in hand with that organization to make sure that we help out some of these dogs that need assistance in the city of New York. So it's really a great work that they're doing, and I'm just happy to see this young man here be able to get around, and hopefully we find him a home sooner than later.
After he was rescued, Chaplin had to have one of his legs amputated, but that does not stop him from jumping right into patrol cars as he did this morning. That's your CBS 2 News update for this hour. I'm Dana Tyler. Stay with us online, on social media, and on television. See you later today on TV. CBS 2 News at 6. Have a nice day.